All right, 4 o'clock. Great to have everybody. We're going to give you as much content as we can here in 2 hours, so let's dive in. How was your day? I don't care. Let's go. So here is where I am at. And I want Rico to be the arbiter of justice here. With respect to your first place AL Central, Detroit Tigers, your 15-10 Detroit Tigers. I've alluded to this all week, that amidst draft talk and JMO and the Pistons and the scintillating win and all of it, we haven't been able to talk Tigers. Now, I want to do that now, and there's an angle to this.
Okay.
I know 15-10 doesn't look seismic on paper, but when you extrapolate the numbers out, you start to really see what this is. 30-20, 60-40, 90-60. I want to just say I can't be more excited about the way they've started. You and I had, I think, both very real and legitimate fears that Parker Meadows being out was going to kill this team.
Yes.
They didn't get the memo because they're on their 17th center fielder. They're essentially starting Paul Reed in center. And it doesn't matter.
Center field chaos.
Sure. The pitching, we knew it would be legit. It's even better because Casey Mize has just looked like the guy. Hey, I drafted a guy number 1 overall. He's got to be really good. Mize has been that. Torkelson has been one of the stories across the league. Hitting. I'll do this for Kenny. Audience, don't get mad at me. It's just a bit Kenny and I have. Imagine what they would look like with Wyatt Langford. Okay, I got it out of my system. Now, here's...
Ask what time the wings play.
Half past never. But here's my point. Rico, I believe they're the class of this division, but I want to put a number to it. I want to say this today on April 23rd where I'm at. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. I think this is a 90-win baseball team. I think this is a baseball team that's a 90-win team that's going to win this division. You have to begin believing at a certain point where Mize, there's just no fall off, where they're winning series, plural, and stacking them. Look, I understand the Padres played on Sunday Night Baseball, and I know that's a tough turnaround. You shut them out the last 16 innings you played. The game you lost was a 2-0 game. You tamed this wild beast of a lineup that it's been better than the Dodgers. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to know from people, and I want to know from you, if you're saying, Michael, you are overreacting, that's fine. But I want to know who's with me on this. 248-539-9797. I'm willing to say it and look like an idiot. No big deal. This is a 90-win baseball team. And it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be, well, these players. Look, it's the collective that together it works. And if torque is what we're watching, that is a transformative bat in the lineup. So, Ricardo.
I think you're close. I may not go 90 wins, Mike, but I can meet you.
Oh, cat enthusiast.
No, I'm not a cat enthusiast. It's just because of baseball, because they're going to hit a bad spot where, you know what, they may hit a 5-6 game losing streak. And it could be tight game. It could be 2-1, but they're losing games. I see where you're going with this because I do think that for some reason, whenever you write this team off, it's the wrong thing to do because they just keep winning. And it doesn't make sense, but don't ask for it to make sense.
Yeah, I know.
You just take the wins.
Look, they haven't even gotten good Riley Green yet. You know, they haven't gotten, I know he hit today, but Glaber had been hurt. Like, they haven't gotten everything from everyone yet. Torque has transformed it. The McKinstry thing, when he fades away, somebody else will pick up the slack. The center field thing, I've given up. I'm pretty sure they could start Bernie Lomax in center. It won't matter. Questions. I won't, because I'm hopeful at some point it's Parker Meadows. And from a pitching standpoint, we knew the pitching would be good. Mize being here and pitching the way he's pitched, it's transformative because if Mize basically becomes the fourth number two, well, the third number two. There's only one Scooble, but then Flaherty, Olsen, and now Mize all are pitching like number twos.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. I'm not that far, even though you called me a shameful name.
Willow.
I'm at high 80s. I'm not quite there at 90, but here's the thing.
Just say it. Come on, you want to.
Well, Sparky said I had to wait till 40 games.
But that's not how radio works. I just know what I'm watching every night. And look, they don't play exciting baseball, okay? You got to let go. I know it bums me out sometimes that I'm like, oh, my God, let this game end so we can go on the air. The point is.
Here's the thing. I am willing. I may not say 90, but I'm willing to say, you know what? They're a good team.
What do I got to do to get you tonight? What do I got to do to get you to say AL Central champs?
You know what? Screw it.
90.
I'll toss in 2 games.
That's right. It's like when Rico's at Founders Night. He's getting loose. He's got the crest on, and all of a sudden it's a party. Look, I want to hear from you guys. And David, Kenny, if you guys want to say I'm nuts, go for it. But I'm just a show me fan, and I'm not going to lie to my listeners. I know what I'm watching. If this is who they are, it's a 90-win baseball team. They can absolutely win the division. They don't have to think about a wild card. You can win it.
Well,
and it helps the division's awful. It is.
But I was just saying, like, this is just a good team. Like, I know we look at all the other teams like, well, the Dodgers and the Yankees. At what point? Yeah, so's Detroit. They're a good team. So it's not out of the realm, Mike. Now that I think about it, I had them at 88, 87 wins. Yeah,
just
fine,
go to 90. Just do it.
Let's just do 90.
The water's warm. Jump in.
We're 90.
Yes.
We're 90.
How about 92? All right. No, David, you're shaking your head. What's the problem?
95?
There is no – wow, okay, 95. Okay, hold on now. Slow down. You're going very, very fast there.
Never should have given me that drop.
Here's what I'll say about the Detroit Tigers. Here's what I say about the Detroit Tigers is the torque factor changes me a little bit because I thought they were more of an 84-win team, but that was without him. He's contributing, and I believe that will continue through the season. Of course, we'll have his lows. It's baseball. It's a long season.
Correct.
But 90 wins, I think I can lean in that direction there because we don't have Parker Meadows back. We don't have Veerling back. And whatever, I have to believe, whatever we decide to do at the deadline, add, that will help us get to 90 wins.
Yeah, and understand, too, I said 100 ABs, and you can start judging a guy. Torque's at about 90. He's got an OPS north of 950, which should translate, I think, to something over plus 175 on OPS plus. Forgive me if I'm slightly off. The point I'm making is that's an impact bat. So you want to say, what do you believe after 25 games? I can tell you they've stacked 4 series wins in a row. The pitching is there. I'd say 8 out of 10 nights, 9 out of 10 nights. And, yeah, can the lineup be prone to needing to win some close games? Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's not a finished product. I think this is a division-winning caliber team. And I didn't believe that in spring training with the loss of Parker Meadows, not signing a right-handed bat. And you end up, look, Kenny, what would they be if we had Wyatt Langford too? Okay, we're done. That's it. Out of my system.
And here's the other thing.
Fans, don't get mad. That's a bit.
You know who we're not talking about?
Harvey.
Yeah,
I know. He was Willie Mays in center today. Go ahead. Get it out of your system, everybody. Yeah. Everybody wrap both hands around the flagpole. Go ahead.
Gervais Baez. Bias.
Right. New Dominican prospect.
No, but I'm like, even Javi's contributing. Like, things are just falling into place. I don't think that it'll continue this way, but you know what? He's just a decent ball player, which is what we've been saying. We lowered the bar, and he's clearing that low bar.
Right. Kenny lowered the bar to just not absolutely awful. That's the bar.
Yeah.
Don't hurt me when you put on, when you swing the bat or go into the field. That's the bar. He's cleared it. People, where do you stand on it? I think it's a 90-win baseball team. And I think a lot of it's real. And part of this is Torkelson doesn't look overmatched on fastballs. He's driving the baseball. The at-bats are good. You're getting quality. You're getting some walks. Not everything's clicked. I wouldn't think this highly if everyone on this team was hitting the cover off the ball. No. I think there's room for growth. And guys, please don't be insulted, but 2-6 provides reality, not like, ball tingling dream state. This division blows. And you are the benefactor. I mean, I'm sorry. Minnesota, who continues to lower their payroll, Kansas City's whatever, Chicago. And the Sox are just a nothing burger. It's you in Cleveland, okay? But you're a 90-win team. And I absolutely want to upgrade my belief of, how about this? If you're a 90-win team, the goal is to win this division. And if Cleveland wins 95 or 96 games, you tip your cap, but you're in the playoffs too. Yeah. But the goal is win the division because I'm telling you, they've got the pieces. It's there. Right. I'm buying Torque stock.
No, I bought Torque stock this spring, but
Torque is the new NVIDIA.
Yeah, I just look at this team and it's just like, wow, they are. I just needed them to be 500 for Parker Meadows.
Search your feelings for the words, Rico.
And they are just exceeding expectations. And I feel like I did at the end of last season where we kept saying, you know what, this is how long will this? And then I just gave up and said, you know what, I'm going to ride this wave.
You go with it.
I'm riding this wave again because it's working. AJ is just he's performing a masterclass right now. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it.
So are you riding with me on it? I think they're a 90-win team. I think you got every right to think, you know what, we're going to win this division. After 25 games, I've given you the reasons why. If you disagree, you're not a bad person. And I don't think it makes you a hater. I don't think it makes you a bad fan. I don't think it means you're like, it's okay to say I'm not ready to go there yet. But I figure if I feel this way, I may as well tell my audience. Last I checked, that's what we do here. 248-539-9797. More of the people. And by the way, I am going to offer you something at 5 o'clock that will make tomorrow night at LCA a lock. You just got to follow orders. I'll explain.
You are very generous.
Thundersticks. No, definitely not that. 97.1.